Good morning to Kevin. Good morning to Kevin. Good morning to Kevin. Time to get up.
Growing up with Kevin wasn't the easiest.
Yeah, it was quite difficult growing up with Kevin.
He was very withdrawn into himself.
Especially because he came before me, so I never really knew what life was like without having an autistic person in the house.
Definitely autistic to quite a degree.
And has given me a unique perspective on life.
Hello, my name is Kevin Aidan. This film is about me in my life. I live in Mount Table. I have lived in Mount Table for 7 years. I am excited because of filming.
So it's sort of lunchtime. Mama have some lunch and then go into the car and maybe get some fresh greenery for the fishies and go and get some star balloons for Kevin.
Well, like the benefits of Mount Tabor opposed to, say, another care provider is that it gives Kevin a lot more independence than he would have anywhere else. His own place, his own support, where he gets one-to-one care and gets to do a lot of activities that he enjoys, like bowling, soccer, swimming, and like several other courses, like day programs like food preparation and music.
Look at this! Got a new fishy!
All sorts of colours. Have you got a name for this new fishy?
Because it's so hard for Kevin to interact with anyone.
And it is sort of hard to deal with him. You know, like when you're in a bad mood, you forget that a whole big part of autism is not being able to emotionally relate to people, so that they won't pick up on that and they'll just be doing what they normally do, but to you it'll seem like they're really pushing you. And there's that conscious knowledge, but in that state of irritants, it's very hard to keep in mind that they don't understand.
People really need to be trained and really understand what it means that they don't have empathy, that they keep doing things even although it might hurt them, or if it breaks their favorite toy or favorite instrument that they've got, that they don't stop.
Muffin McClay was having a bath in the old wooden tub at the side of the path. Then came the sound that echoed around. I'm so glad that Kevin is in Mount Tabor. Like, I don't know what I'd do if he wasn't, because it's really, when you compare it to a lot of other places, it's so good. Like, you hear real horror stories coming out of other places. A lot of people that work in these establishments just don't care. They're only in it for the pay, but with Mount Tabor, it's a lot more community focused and it really feels like a family.
My favourite memory of Kevin, I mean, I could probably try and remember some others, but one that sticks in my mind is when I took him on a day trip. So we'd gone in by train and we were catching the ferry over to Devonport, and when we got there we ordered some fish and chips, and we were sitting by the beach when a flock of seagulls came by, and Kevin started to feed them the chips, and they'd get closer and closer until he actually had a seagull in his hand and he was holding it up, and there was a big smile on his face, and it was really nice to see a positive interaction between Kevin and another living thing.
It's sort of, it's like having old family friends. Like, you may have strained relationships, but your shared experiences and all the things you've been through together, and that person has shaped and changed you into the person you are, and that knowledge, like, you can never give up on them, you can never forget about them, because they're family.
Sad a spell in the long shade of some skyscraping. Holy hell, the sun's carving summer into